from every.
Hey everybody, this is El Viejo Toro for the fancy action now. Yeah! Oh my god, dude. I gotta tell you. You know, this video is about Phil Spencer. It is about the Tokyo Game Show. It is about Xbox selling out of their pre-orders in Japan, which is unheard of. Here, let me throw on the full pro rig. Pro rig is go. So here we are together, you and I, and we're here to talk about Phil Spencer freaking knocking it out of the park. And I got to tell you, Phil, it doesn't get any better than this. This is the career highlight of your life. Taking the field of battle, bringing all your marketing into play, launching all your programs, timing it perfectly for maximum impact, and just having cross promotional things going on. So again, it's not just an Xbox. It's not just Xbox coming out and going Halo 2. It's Xbox launching with their new systems, being the low price point with the best technology, and maximizing that. Quite often, Xbox is the better box, but they lacked the presence of Sony and the market domination. Sony is a major player. They're a major marketer, and Microsoft is literally going out with both barrels at this point. And, they're giving you the awesome option, the whole enchilada option of the Series X. By the way, people buying the wrong machine, that's hilarious. And that's the one. I don't know if it's an intentional misstep, but it's definitely a misstep. But I don't know if anybody cares at this point. I mean, some people are going to be inconvenienced because whatever's available. Oh, it's an Xbox X, right? Series X, Xbox One X. And they do it by design. You don't do that kind of thing by accident. You don't choose an ambiguous, confusing name by accident. And the funny thing is, a kid who gets an Xbox One X isn't going to do that much worse than somebody getting a Series X, to be honest. I mean, you got the backward compatibility. You got most of the titles are going to work on that system. You got Game Pass for digital downloads for 90% of what's going to be coming out. I mean, you're going to do okay. So, I would tell people, if you bought that thing by mistake, hell, hold on to it, baby. Call it a day. Did you buy a Series X? You're good. Don't worry about it. Or what I would say, a 1X? Did you buy a 1X? Okay. But I mean, again, that was kind of a Wii U move, wasn't it? Like Series X, Xbox One X. I mean, that's just rough, baby. You had to know some of that was going to go on, and even that gets the press talking about them. Even that gets the press talking about them. You know what they say? No, as long as they're talking about me, I don't care if it's good news or bad news. As long as they're talking about me. So even in that, they're getting free press. All those like, ooh, confusion, and it's like, oh, people are confused about. Like, of course they're confused. People still don't know what the original Xbox means. Like the original Xbox. Oh, you mean the 360? No. So you have to congratulate Xbox. They sold out of their pre-orders in Japan, which is unheard of. And what I was going to come out and see, part of my message today that I was going to come out and talk about was the reason they bought Bethesda is Bethesda is a Western developer. And it's just easier to acquire a Western developer. Okay, so it's like if you have to, people are like, oh, they're going to buy Sega, or they're going to buy Capcom. It's possible to do, but when you have a national company, like some countries don't allow that, and then you have to reconcile their taxes in their system versus our domestic system. And then you have to integrate the business practices, which are much different in Japan. Okay. It is a completely homogenized culture. It is a different culture from the United States. They have a different set of priorities. They have a different way of doing things. And, you can't backslap in Japan like you do over here. It's very hierarchical, and it's very, it's not like a flat management attitude. Like a lot of places in the United States, they're like, yeah, you've got this rank or you've got this position, but you can sit in on a meeting, you can like go in and knock on a door, and they might refer you to somebody, but they call that a flat leadership model, where it's like, if you're in leadership, if you're in management, you might be a director, and if you want to go up to the senior VP and go, I want to run something by you. Is that okay? If the guy's got time or the lady's got time, the idea of a flat management structure is that you are open to that kind of thing. It's not like, look, I don't want to talk to anybody under my level. A lot of companies used to be like that in the United States. It used to be very Japanese in the United States, very hierarchical. If I'm at the VP level, you don't talk to me directly. And there's still a lot of companies that are like that. But there was a kind of a big move to go, like, you're not a serf just because you happen to be a director or a manager. You have something to say. You're of value. You're a contributor to the company. And it became a lot more progressive in corporate America, believe it or not, and much more so than in other countries. I'm not speaking for Japan, although from what I understand, it is very hierarchical there, and it's very much about face, and it's very much about understanding the position of somebody above you and giving them the deference, the appropriate deference. And you typically don't want to bring that person bad news, that kind of thing that reflects badly on you and them, and it creates uncomfortableness and things like that. So like, you're more in the United States, again, with some of the progressive developments of management, you're encouraged to raise concerns. If you see a genuine concern, it's considered better to bring up the bad news if there's real bad news. If there's genuine bad news, it's going to impact the company or the earnings or the customers or et cetera, you're expected to bring it up. And it's not like that everywhere. A lot of times bad news is seen as taking face away from the company or from the leadership and embarrassing them. They might still go and fix it, but you've created like you have to be very cautious in your approach. You can't just go knock on the door and go, hey, I think we got a problem in our supply chain, bro. Logistics, and there's a glitch in our system, or it's putting an inverted number, or it's doing this, and it's going to create a lot of returns. We need to like get Joey on the phone or whoever the hell it is and see if we can get this worked out. And in America, a lot of times, in at least in my experience, is like, guy will say, well, really? Okay, sit down. Let me pick up the phone. Let's call right now. Let's get it done. Let's deal with it. Let's not stand on ceremony. Let's get the, it doesn't matter who is the messenger. It's like, okay, we need to address that. So in a lot of ways, corporations in America run very, very, if they're run well, I mean, they're the best there is, honestly, to be honest, really most inclusive, and we get such hell, But anyway, so here's Phil Spencer. He is enjoying probably the highest high you can enjoy in your career, and I celebrate that. I hope he's having a great time. It's a roller coaster ride. The guy's, again, he's operating on little to no sleep. He's running 20 hours a day. He's catching a few Z's when he can. He's pounding vitamin B, and he's just running and enjoying himself. So this is Phil Spencer at the Tokyo Game Show, and this is what he had to say. I have not, this is blind, not heard it. I've not heard a word of it, but he's coming off of a massive victory for the Japanese market. And what I was going to say previously was, the reason he bought Bethesda is Bethesda's Western. He wants to dominate the Western market. He has to win there. If you don't win at home, you can't win in Japan. Now, he's obviously making ground in both markets, which is to be lauded. That's impressive. He's created excitement for an American console in Japan, which, as far as I understand, has never occurred. The TurboGrafx 16 was like a big seller. The PC Engine was a massive seller. But again, that wasn't a massive seller over here. So we kind of trade that off, but Japan has really owned the domestic market for a very long time. And whether it be Nintendo or Sony or Sega or what have you, they have dominated the American video game market since the Atari. Atari kicked it all off, and we've never really recaptured that. Japan, we kind of like just let Japan run with that, and Microsoft's the only one that's actually like stepped up to do something domestically with like that. And they worked with Sega, and they undermined Sega a little bit to get their market share, which they did. And but this is the victory lap. This is the victory lap. So I've redone the studio, by the way. Isn't that attractive? Hey, baby. Hey, girls. Want a date? Oh, yeah. That was good. Any ladies out there on my channel want to meet me in person? Let's see what Phil has to say. This guy is winning. He's running on all cylinders, and he's winning on all fronts. So let's play this and see what this man has to say to the people of Japan, the land of Amaterasu, goddess of mercy. Amaterasu. Video games.
Konnichiwa, minasan. Exubatsu no Phil desu. It's great to be connecting with you today from Seattle. While we're not...
Okay. Did you see they just put head of Xbox? They just put head of Xbox. You gotta love Japan. He's just like, this is head of Xbox. What's his position? I mean, he has a position. He has a position. You could go look on the corporate website and find out what his title is. It's not head of Xbox, but he's like Emperor of Xbox. I love Japan. Head of Xbox. Don't you love it? It's hilarious, man. He should get that put on a cup. Like, I would, if I was him, I would talk to somebody. I would talk to my assistant or whoever, and I would be like, get me a mug that says head of Xbox in Japanese.
Able to meet in person, I look forward to visiting you all in Tokyo again.
Oh, he will.
Japan is a creative superpower in this industry with iconic characters.
He knows it.
Games that are highlights in the gaming histories of
He's validating them. He's giving them face and honor.
Yakuza, Metal Gear, Biohazard, Persona, Dragon Quest.
And this is Biohazard, the right name.
And even more recently, the phenomenon of Animal Crossing.
Animal Crossing. He wants some of that money, baby. He wants some of that.
The magic we expect when it's time to play a game.
I'm like, where's our Animal Crossing?
Community that has had a profound influence on gaming across the world on all screens.
See, and again, I don't know what his reaction is, but most guys like this, and I know I'm one of them, is you want to be winning all the time. Like, you want to win. Like, if there's a winner around, you're like, oh yeah, Animal Crossing? It's doing what? How much? Get their developer on my phone right now. I want to talk to their development team. Yeah, just, we're not cutting a deal. I just want to talk to them. Let me see the game. Get me a copy of the game. Get me a Switch in my office right now. I want to play that. Who on my staff is an Animal Crossing fan? Have them come to my office and talk to me about the game and what they like about it. See, again, it's like always learning, always sponging information about your market, sponging about what's winning. What are people into? I want a copy of that game. I want the system in my office, and I want to talk to 10 people that are on our staff. I want you to go ahead and say, I'm doing a little task force, and I want to talk to 10 people that play Animal Crossing. Try to mix it up demographically. I want to talk to them for 30 minutes about the game, what they like about it, each individual person, and then like in a group. That's a winner. That's a brand builder. Because he may not be able to cut a deal. It may be exclusive to Nintendo. But he wants to know why that's making money. Because he can, the next time he talks to his, see again, he wants that in his pocket, ready to draw. He wants a bullet in his gun so that when he goes in to a meeting with a developer, he's like, yeah, I had a little focus group with some people that like Animal Crossing. Do we have anything in the pipe like that? What do you think about that? Have you had any thoughts about that? Hey, we've been working. We've got a little, we got a small group that are kind of doing an individual. Let me see it. Well, it's not really. Well, let me see what you have. Who are those 5 people? Can we talk to them? I mean, it's like winning, driving the brand. Getting more information. This guy just told you, like, I'm aware of Animal Crossing and how much money it makes and how popular it is right now. How do I get that in my brand? That's what he's thinking about. He just told you. Animal Crossing. Like did you hear the tone? Like I heard the tone in his voice, like, we need our version of Animal Crossing, or we need Animal Crossing. How do we get that done? Can we get our own version of Animal Crossing on Xbox? I guarantee he's working on that right now. He's either working for a game that emulates Animal Crossing to offer it on his platform, or he's trying to get his own version cut for his platform. He's in there. He's like, he has people on his team going, get me some of that. All right, let's go back to him. Let's go back to Mr. Man. Let him talk.
On Xbox fans and on our team. As we bring games to more devices.
Let's listen to Animal Crossing again.
Iconic characters and games that are highlights in the gaming histories of hundreds of millions of players across the globe. Yakuza, Metal Gear, Biohazard, Persona, Dragon Quest.
Listen.
Final Fantasy.
Carefully.
And even more recently, the phenomenon of Animal Crossing. Japan and its creators
he wants that shit.
So much of the magic we expect.
He wants some of that phenomenon.
Culture and community that has had a profound influence on gaming across the world, on all screens, on Xbox fans, and on our team. As we bring games to more devices, more countries, and more people, we hope to see more players than ever falling in love with stories and characters imagined in Japan, and share more of the best work from our global community of creators back to Japanese players. During our show today, we'll share just a few of the many icons of your community and great friends and partners of our team at Xbox. It's a privilege to be in such good company for TGS.
Saying face,
in today's show, we're
validation,
taking to the skies to see your beautiful
and he's
country,
wowing them with
geography,
technology.
iconic sites, and historical spaces. We're going to see the Japanese culture through a pixelated Minecraft lens. We're going to celebrate the amazing community of game makers here in Japan of all sizes.
He's making friends, baby. He's making friends.
A place to discover and play your next favorite.
He's
game.
validating their
Course,
culture. He's not
we'll
arrogant.
The latest on our next generation of consoles.
Remember, I told you can't
Xbox Series
be the
X
arrogant
and Xbox
American.
Series S, our smallest and most affordable Xbox ever. Both of which are coming to Japan at our global launch on November 10th. Japan is our fastest growing region worldwide. We learn from the past. And this year, we're scaling our global vision with the goal to launch our products in Japan at the same time as the rest of the world, including our new
Make it
console,
one market.
which will launch day and date with our biggest.
That only helps him. That only helps
Been an
him.
Xbox player in the years past, the power and convenience of console will continue to be important to you and supported by the upcoming Xbox Series X. But we understand that players embrace the freedom of choice and have different ways that they want to play. We're working to create an ecosystem where you choose what you want to play.
So he's not saying we're better than you. He's saying you have a choice, and we want to be part of your choice. That's very delicately placed.
Since we launched Xbox
This guy's
Game
a
Pass
pro.
for both console and PC in Japan this past April, we've seen more players on Xbox devices, games, and services than at any time in our history in the market.
Yeah, Phantasy Star, baby.
Japan's Xbox Live gaming MAU grew 82% year over year this summer. We're so humbled to see players enjoying our games and services.
Notice he chooses
Many
the
of you
word
know how
humbled.
exciting it is
That's
to
a
discover
Japanese
and
word.
then love a developer you hadn't heard of.
It's a Japanese attitude.
So we're happy to see that in Japan, out of everyone
You're giving
who
us
played
face.
the
We are
indie
humbled
Xbox
by that.
Game Pass, for 90% of them, it was their first time playing an indie game on Xbox. Today, we'll get a taste of some of those upcoming titles, but this shows the enthusiasm for our catalog of games, from small games with big ideas through the AAA blockbusters.
Playing with the
Our
doggo.
engagement with Japanese creators is having a global impact. More than a third of our Game Pass subscribers are playing at least one Japanese-made title each month. We continue building more ways to play for Japanese players, and today I can confirm that we plan to bring cloud gaming to Japan in the first half of 2021. We're taking the necessary steps today to create the best cloud gaming experience for Japanese gamers very soon.
The Japanese are on their phones way more than we are, too, baby.
Our Xbox data centers in Japan
Hikikomori.
to ensure we have the best experience waiting for you. It's
You
an
got
honor
people
to
that
be
go to
here with you
gaming
again.
places and don't go home.
From everyone at Team Xbox, we hope you have a great Tokyo Game Show. Arigato gozaimasu. Please enjoy the show.
Boom! All right, let's watch it. Let's watch the money. Let's watch the money shots. And he didn't beat them over the head with their culture. He just validated their culture. He didn't beat them over the head with it. Look at it, doggo. Hello, doggo. Boom. PC. 100 games on PC. You can play on PC. So all the hikikomori that are in the gaming like bars and salons that they have over there, that they live in there and sleep in there and shower and eat their food there. It's crazy. I played some of that Battletoads. Not bad. I like the gold couch. That's cool. It really stood out too, didn't it? Some genius said, I want a gold couch for them to sit on. When they mention gold, I want a gold couch. Had that shit custom made. But it's worth it for that, like, 5 seconds. Totally worth it. Totally sold that. And that couch was probably, 10 grand. Easy. He's pounding that shit, baby. Hi, how are you? Okay. He's talking about Flight Simulator. Okay. All right. I don't know if whoa, that's Minecraft, like Japanese Minecraft constructions. It was at Kuala Lumpur, or I don't know. That is amazing. That is amazing stuff. So, okay, man, we're gonna I don't know if anybody's even talking at me on this live stream. Hold on a minute. I didn't pop out the chat, baby. Oh, here we go. Show. You look like an overweight Marcin Gortat. Well, I gotta go. Have fun streaming to number 1. You're hot. You look like an overweight Marcin Gortat. Well, that's interesting. I don't know what to say to that, but I appreciate it. Look at me. Look at me. I'm infinite me. I'm infinite me. I don't have. Okay. This is one of my videos. Oh, there's my videos. There's my video list. I don't know, where am I at? Did I have something open? I don't know. I don't even know where I'm going. Etsy, what? Okay. All right. Well, I guess what we'll do is we'll just like pop that on. And this is my watch this. It's a live stream. Oh, okay, cool. Okay, well, you know what? We'll leave it there. And we'll hop off and see what's going on. So I look like some overweight guy that somebody said that I'm hot. So, I shaved and I put on a shirt with a collar and I took a shower. So I knew I was going to get hit on this on this live stream, baby. It's not my looks that wins it over. It's my personality and my crazy gaze that gets them. When I go to the club or go to the bar and somebody meets my eyes, like normally I'm looking like this and I'm just like, and they're like, oh God, I want him. All right, this is LVAO Tour, the fancy action. Now, I had a real good time with this, man. I'm having a real good time watching Xbox stomp their big hobnail boots all over the gaming market and just kicking people's ribs out with their steel toe boots, baby. Holy they ain't kidding. I told you they ain't playing. Did I not tell you 6 months ago? I want somebody to go back. Please do me this favor. If you watch this video and you care about this channel and me as a person, go back and find my very first prediction of this, which was got to be 6 months or a year ago. I told you they were going to own it. I told you they were going to wreck this shit. All the signs were there. All the pieces were there. It was all aligning the momentum. The momentum. It was avalanchal. Yeah, that's a word, baby. Look it up. This has been LVO Tour, the fancy action. Now, to all my subscribers and fans out there who watch this channel, God bless you. God bless your families. Please stay in good health. Please stay safe. Please enjoy gaming. Please subscribe to this channel and keep subscribing because they keep like deleting my subscriptions. I'm going to just go full. I'm going to go full BitChute here in a minute. I took a look at my viewer count, my views over there. Man, I'm killing it over there. This is LVA Tour, the fancy action now for the gamer.